That was us.
Special presentation produced by VPN Foundation, Central Florida, benefiting art education for children.
Stacy, you need it on set in 2 minutes.
Kiss.
Be right there, darling. Oh, hello.
Kiss my Callie.
I'm A-list celebrity and talk show host superstar Stacy Dennison. You may know me from such things as Mix and Mingle Season 1 or Blurry Shopper and She Did It for the Money.
That's not a thing.
Oh, that's right, it was Supermarket Slaughter.
That's not a thing either.
It is a thing, it's on IMDb, look it up. Well, anyway, join us for Season 2 as we mix and mingle with some of the Bay Area's best bartenders, and I take you on a roller coaster of a good time as your resident and craft cocktail connoisseur.
You mean you like to drink?
Well, yes, obviously. Why else are we here? Bon, I cannot work like this. These are amateurs. Where are my red M&Ms? Red M&Ms? Anyone listening to me? Anyway, on with the show.
Hi, welcome to Mix and Mingle. I'm your host, Stacy Dennison, and tonight we have a special guest, Miss Pam Kislow from the Dunedin Smokehouse is with us. Welcome, Pam.
Thank you, Stacy. Hi, everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So I have to say, I absolutely love the Dunedin Smokehouse.
I'm so glad.
It's one of me and my husband's favorite places to go in downtown Dunedin. So for those of the viewers that have not been there, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we've been open for about 7 years. I'm an original employee there. I'm the only original person there.
Okay.
We are a barbecue restaurant, but we have a different take on it. We make the meats the star, so there's no sauce on them. We give you all the sauces that we hand make on the side. So the meats are definitely the star.
Okay.
We're well known for just being a joint that people want to hang out at.
And your wings have earned lots of awards, right?
Yeah, 7 years in a row. Yeah, 7 years in a row we won for best overall wing.
Nice.
At the Dunedin Blue Jay Stadium.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's
competing
amazing.
against quite a few competitors.
Yes,
so we're pretty proud of that. We
absolutely.
have lots of cheesy trophies for it too. I can promise you.
So go ahead and go into the Dunedin Smokehouse and taste those delicious wings because I can attest for them.
They're well worth
delightful. And also the killer fry melt. I recommend. Anyway,
Love that one. Love that one.
now that we've talked about drinks, we've talked about food. Let's get to the drinks, the most important part. So you're going to be making a couple of specialty drinks that you make very well at the Dunedin Smokehouse. Tell me about the first one.
I'm going to make a strawberry jalapeno infused margarita.
Nice.
I like a little spice in my margaritas, and I tend to go for a skinnier margarita, so I do everything fresh.
Nice. All right. So I will let you get to it then.
Okay. All right.
So I have to say, I enjoy a nice spicy margarita. I know it's not for everyone.
Okay.
A lot of people like the sweet, the strawberry, just plain strawberry, or just a classic margarita, which are both good. But every now and again, you like to have a nice little spice to it.
I like to feel that with my chapped lips, oops, that's too soon, that I have like a little bite there.
Yes.
I'm not afraid of that. Okay, so I'm going to take some strawberries and jalapeno, and I'm going to muddle them.
Okay.
All right. Now, jalapeno's real strong, so you have to be a little bit careful. So especially since these have the seeds, I'm just going to do 3 in there, and maybe 1 extra of that. Now, I have my own simple syrup, agave nectar somewhere. Now I can't find it. Okay. I'm going to do a splash of OJ in there.
Too many bottles.
A splash of sour, and I'm going to muddle this. All right.
So Pam was telling me that all of her drinks today are muddled, so she's going to be doing lots of muddling. You must have very strong forearms.
I don't mind it, It's not as big of a pain in the butt that people think it is. It's actually fun to create things, quite honestly. So I don't mind that at all. All right, so as far as the tequila, it's really your preference.
Okay.
I'm using a Patron, and I normally prefer Añejo, but I'm going to use Añejo today. No, Reposado today.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to use. Going to make this nice and generous.
Schmounces.
Yes, schmounces. I saw that. I saw that the other day, as a matter of
That's what
fact.
we like to call a nice
there's my
heavy-handed
agave
pour here on Mix and Mingle. If you like it, go ahead and hashtag schmounces. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, Pam, I forgot. So we are giving away a special prize today on Mix and Mingle. So for what that means to you out there watching, if you are viewing live right now, you are entered into the pot to win. I won't say what the prize is right now. I'll reveal that a little later. So keep tuning in. The way that you can be entered is to go ahead and comment below right now. Go ahead, do a little comment, say hello, say, you know, what's up, schmounces, whatever you want.
Hashtag schmounces.
So we know you're there, and you'll be entered to win at the end of this episode. All right.
Okay, so I found my agave nectar. I like to add just a tiny little bit of sweetness to it.
Okay.
I'm going to do fresh lime.
Oh, this is why we couldn't find it. It's in a different bottle.
It was in a different bottle, yes. So I'm going to do a little fresh lime.
All right.
This one's pretty large, so it may squirt out a little bit, so don't be upset.
It wouldn't be Mix and Mingle if we didn't have some spillage.
Exactly.
Really, it wouldn't.
All right, so that's what I like
Speaking
there.
of which, do we have our towel handy, PA Dumb? We do. All right.
All right, and I'm going to add just a little bit more OJ, and then I'm going to shake this up.
Okay.
All right.
You have your handy, sturdy mixer there, or shaker there, because you were afraid of spilling.
Yeah, I was absolutely afraid of spilling.
You didn't count on the lime slop and all.
I've seen some of the episodes, and I was a little bit nervous, so it's not something I typically use. Now, I do a skinnier margarita, so I add a little club soda to cut it.
I love
I do all the
that.
fresh stuff. I like the club soda, just add a little bit to it.
Margaritas can be quite caloric.
They can be. Yeah, I never use sour mix, and I never use regular lime juice. So I'm not going to shake this because, you know, I put club soda, but I am going to do that.
don't shake drinks
should be
to
okay.
fizzy beverages in it. It
So
just doesn't work out ever. Unless you want to, you know, bathe in your drink. Which,
Right.
I mean, no, you can. It's up to you, but you're going to smell like booze.
Yes, for sure. Now, some people like to leave the muddle in the glass. I like to be able to sip through the straw.
Yeah,
and not get strawberries and everything else inside there. So, but I got everything in here stuck, so I can't get it out.
The one problem.
It's all that muddling. All right. All right, well, we're just going to have to call that good.
Yeah, we're just going to call it at this point.
And I've got a little
Got a
topper
nice
for
little,
you there.
Beautiful little garnish.
And there you go.
Beautiful.
And maybe one more. One more little thing to make it pretty. And there you go.
Perfect.
Strawberry infused jalapeno margarita.
Love it. It's beautiful.
Good.
Let's put it on display. Before I drink it shortly.
Right.
All right, so PA Dom, would you mind rinsing out that shaker real quick for us?
Thank you.
So would you say that this is your favorite type of margarita? Do you have a preference of any other fruits? You could do like, do you ever do it like a mango or anything like that? Okay.
Yeah, I like to go with whatever fresh fruit of the season is around. My favorite is actually a watermelon one.
That sounds good.
But I had a customer who came in and he said it was his birthday, and I said, well, what's your favorite? Thank you. I said, what's your favorite fruit? He said, pineapple. So I did a pineapple one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so and he loved it. So he comes in for that, but it's not always in season. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult.
Yep, exactly. So what's next?
Okay, so I'm making a gin martini. It's not a typical martini, but I'm going to use Hendrick's gin, which is a cucumber-infused gin. It's one of my favorites because people who don't like gin are afraid of that pine flavor. This doesn't have it in any way, shape, or form. It really doesn't.
If you're interested in learning more about gin, check out our episode that was all about gin on season 1. Check it out on YouTube. Our guest was Tom Kozlik, and we went over gin facts.
Yeah, that's right. All
Little
right.
plug for last season. We're going back in time today.
Okay, so for this one, actually, we can take these out of the way. Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
yeah, let's
Save some room here.
clear room here.
So this one is going to be blueberry, ginger, and lemon infused martini.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
So
good.
I have fresh blueberries. They're definitely in season. And you can use as many as you want. Keep in mind what you use. It's going to be the pinker it's going to be. So
Yes.
that's just one of those things. And I made this. This is really easy to make. I made a ginger-infused simple syrup. And I'm so proud of this. I mean, it's so easy to make. It's like 3 parts water, 1 part sugar, and then you add whatever flavoring you want. It's just, it's just something nice. It has just wonderful flavor. You don't have to grind anything up. So that's my simple syrup. Do a couple squirts of that. And I'm also going to do a little squeeze of lemon.
Okay.
I think I just went off camera. Sorry about that.
You're all right.
I want to do a squeeze of lemon, but this is too big.
Ah, that works.
That'll work. Yeah. Okay. And once again, I'm going to muddle this as well too. Like I said, I'm not exactly afraid of muddling. It's okay.
Muddle away.
I know.
Muddle all your troubles away.
Exactly. All right. Now this one I also believe about the straining, especially with a martini. I don't think you need to be eating chunks while you're drinking that, so I'm going to be double straining it when I do it. All right, so I'm going to add my ice.
You know, I absolutely love mojitos.
Oh, yeah.
But the one annoying thing about it is, especially the ones I like to make, I make strawberry mojitos.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it always has all the fruit in there that's muddled, and it's
every other sip you're having to blow through the straw.
Yeah, exactly.
To get whatever,
exactly.
whatever fruit's in there.
And you know what? Speaking of mojitos, I do have to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Code Rum, thank you, PA Dom, for that. I will say Code Rum, Silver Rum makes the best mojitos, so go ahead, check it out on their website, thecoderum.com, and keep to the code.
And this drink can be made with rum if
Oh,
you really want it to be.
Right on, right on. I like that.
Thank you, Code Rum. All right, so I put the Hendrix in. I'm going to add just a splash of the pineapple juice in this.
Okay.
Just a splash because it's already got a little tartness to it. All right. All right.
All right.
And a little splash of
little
OJ.
splash of OJ.
And just need my top. All right. Looks like there's something there. Okay. There's not. I don't want an explosion.
Pam is so afraid of like having some kind of disastrous explosion or spillage today. It happens. Check out season 1, episode 1.
Yes.
Blender incident. Again, I'm plugging for last season. I don't know what's going on. I'm just having fun today.
So I chilled my martini glass.
Okay.
I'm going to double strain this because a lot of chunks are going to come out. So I'm just going to double strain it.
Okay.
So this has its own strainer, and I just like to double strain it.
So
makes life easy.
Yep, I see all that stuff coming out through the first.
There,
Yep.
Yeah. You see what happens there? That would be a lot of stuff you're having to eat while you're having to enjoy your drink. It's not as much fun.
You're trying to drink it and just like chewing.
I'd like to either be eating or drinking.
Exactly. I will say it looks pretty though. It's like nice and frothy on top coming through.
All right, just gotta have a little patience with it. Let it come through.
And that's a nice color.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I mean, like I said, if this is something you could make with many different liquors, it doesn't have to be with the gin. I just chose gin.
Right on.
All right, and then I have a little garnish here for it.
Oh!
And this one is, I got tanked.
That's
Why not?
Cute.
I think that might be your drink, and that's the garnish for it.
All right, perfect. All right, so how about we go ahead and step into the lounge, do some chit-chatting and mingling.
Sounds good.
All right.
Which one are you gonna choose?
Oh, this is a tough choice. This is a tough choice. I really like spicy drinks, but I was curious about the cucumber gin. What should I have?
I think you should try the cucumber gin.
All right.
Because you've had this sort of thing before. Plus, I actually really did want this one.
Oh, darn it, Pam. Darn
names.
it. All right, into the lounge. All right, cheers. Even though you tricked me. We're not friends anymore, Pam. That's good.
Right?
Yeah. As you know, if you've watched season 1, the gin episode, I don't know which episode it was, but it was the gin episode with Tom. I'm not a gin drinker, so this is quite delightful with the cucumber gin. I haven't tried it before, so that's good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones to use, and it's kind of underrated. Not everyone knows about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. So, all right, Pam, you've been a bartender for a long time. So, tell me, how did you get into bartending?
I got into bartending kind of accidentally. I was cocktailing somewhere, and actually here in Florida, and it was the most unusually set up bar. The bartenders didn't do anything but pour liquor, and the server, which was me, had to get the glass, proper glass, ice the glass, and put all the mixers in.
So hold on.
I've seen it since.
Let's back up. So would they just stand there waiting for you guys to like place the glasses of ice in front of them, and then they're like, all right, now our canvas is empty, we'll work.
That's exactly what they did. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they put the liquor in and we had to do everything else. The
Wow.
straw, the right glass. And so I learned it that way, and it was an easy way to learn, let's put it that way. You know, so it put me onto bartending right away. So that's how I
Awesome.
started.
So in addition to working at Dunedin Smokehouse, you have an interesting second gig.
Yep.
You're also a bartender at the Phillies games.
Yes.
So that is so cool. I am from the Philly area, so
Right.
Phillies fan.
Right.
So tell me, do you have any fun stories of like, have you met the players or?
You know, several years ago when I first started, I've been there 13 years. When I first started, the players used to come up after the games, after spring training games. And the crowds were just too rowdy for them because at that point the crowds have been drinking for 9 innings of a game.
Yeah.
So it only lasted for a few
And of
years.
course they've been sober for those 9 innings and they're
Entire 9
like,
innings, yeah, so
right.
it was an interesting dynamic. We got to see a lot of really cool people. But it's awesome also because we get to see the guys, they come here to rehab. So Ryan Howard came here to rehab. I saw him, I'm getting set up at my bar, and he's doing what we call the Philly Mile, which is walking the pavement, basically, walking the whole entire stadium. I'm like, wait, isn't that? Hi. I also got to meet a lot of interesting people as far as the customers, but also radio as well, too.
And radio too.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, and I know from being from the Philly area that Philly fans are, they're quite fun sometimes. Yes. We'll call them lively.
Yeah, I get a different side of them, and I love them for it.
Yes.
Because they're in Florida, they're watching a spring training game, and they're just
You're
having
right.
a great time. They could care less about being anything other than just
You're
great
right.
people, you know?
Exactly. They're in a different mindset when they're here.
Yep, absolutely.
So, since you've been bartending so long, there's got to be something that you like about it. What do you like best about bartending?
I really actually do enjoy meeting people and being social. It's a great forum to do that, honestly. You know, you don't always do that in your own life, but it really takes you out of any kind of shell you might have been in. I've never been in a shell of any kind of always been out there. But
funny enough, my next question was, if you were in a type of shell, what would it be and why? Just kidding.
Wasn't ready for that.
Oh, my ridiculous questions. So, tell me, what would be, since you're a pro at this, what would be your best piece of advice to someone that's just starting out in the bartending biz?
I think that training in a smaller place is wise. You know, come up from the ranks. You know, start as a cocktail or a server or whatever, kind of start out that way, and train under somebody you trust and someone who has knowledge. That's the whole thing. And you'll know when you're working with somebody if they have the knowledge. It's pretty obvious,
right?
And I just think that's important. And you just have to have the right attitude because not everyone can bartend, although everyone thinks they can.
That is true. That is true. And I'll have to agree with you. It's kind of on-the-job training, too.
Absolutely.
We were talking a little bit about bartending school and how, you know, you could go for as long as you want, but it's not going to help you your first night on the job.
No. I've always learned by being thrown to the wolves, and I think it's a great way to learn. It's sometimes it can be unfortunate, but it shows you what you're made of, and you know who's going to last in the business. Honestly.
Sink or swim.
Totally.
So, in addition to bartending, what do you like to do? Since you're pretty busy bartending, so in your little bit of free time that you have,
I know.
What do you like doing?
I have several things I like to do. I love to travel. My husband and I love to travel. We usually pick some sort of sporting event and plan a vacation around it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I love to ski as well too. Snow ski, that's a big thing for us.
Awesome. I'm actually going skiing for the very first time next month. I'm very nervous about it.
Where are you going?
We are going to Durango, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been there?
Not to Durango. I've been everywhere else in Colorado.
Okay. I'm very nervous. I'm not very coordinated.
Well, it's not as hard to pick up as you think.
Okay.
The scariest thing is the lift.
That is my biggest fear. Okay, I'm sorry, PA Dom just threw his hands up because I have a habit of saying that's my biggest fear about a lot of things. All right. I knew he was going to do that as soon as it came out of my mouth. So anyway, we'll get back to traveling.
Okay.
So what's the most unforgettable thing that's happened to you while traveling? Are there any moments that stand out?
Yeah, absolutely. There's one that stands out a lot, actually. When my husband and I got married, we had our honeymoon in Cabo San Lucas.
Okay.
And see, we weren't there even half a day. We had our papers in a folder, thinking we're going to be all sly about it. Keep in mind, this was 16 years ago, so we didn't have passports. We had our birth certificates.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, we had our birth certificates with us in a folder. Well, we got to our hotel, and we were the last ones dropped off, and there was this big hill that the bus had to drop us off at, and we realized we forgot all our papers in the bus. And by the time the bus got down the hill, we knew it already. They stopped them and called them and said, you know, these clients left their papers in your car, and he denied it. Denied that they took the papers, and they knew exactly what it was.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, so everything we had, I mean, not money or anything, we still had our reservations, you know, so, I mean, we did wait 2 days, and we were getting ready to go to the consulate, quite honestly.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we're supposed to do to
Yeah.
get back in the country, you know. We're getting ready to go to the consulate, and our concierge walks up, and he had to basically bribe the driver. And it was kind of a 2-day event of does he have it, does he not have it, does he need money? It could have ruined everything, but it didn't, and we didn't allow it to. So it's just
That's good.
things.
Yeah, just kind of, well, that's where your bartending experience comes in handy. You just go with the flow.
Yeah, I mean, we were having a margarita when he, when he walked out of our
that too.
So I'm not sure how worried we were about it.
No matter how bad the situation gets, cocktails always make it better.
Make it better.
But please drink responsibly. So I guess that is an unforgettable moment. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's scary. So if you could bartend anywhere in the world, where would it be?
If I had the way to do it, ideally I would want to be somewhere in the winter, because I do love to ski. So I'd want to be in the Alps maybe. And then the other half of the season in the Caribbean. So
you would be like a reverse snowbird. You would be like, no, I was gonna say like you'd be like a penguin.
I guess so. I guess so. I mean, I do thrive in the cooler weather, even though I live here in Florida. I do enjoy the cooler weather. So
nice. So you'd be serving up the drinks during the winter at the ski lodge, and then in the Caribbean, you said?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad gig.
Or Hawaii.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I have a job idea for Hawaii.
So, so speaking of Hawaii, we do have a tiki-themed episode coming up on January 2nd. I'm all about the plugs tonight. I'm like,
good job plugs.
So if you're interested, tune in January 2nd. Also, getting back to you viewers, again, we're giving away surprise at the end of this episode. If you'd like to be entered to win, go ahead and comment below so we know that you're out there, and we will enter your name in for the drawing. All right, so getting back to questions, if you could have a drink with anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be? We're getting deep now.
Yeah, that's that's a little deep. You know, honestly, this is going to sound really strange, and I don't want to think that I'm a weirdo, but just with all the...
I already think that, Pam.
I know, right? I already projected. That's okay. You saw the drinks I made. I think that, this is going to sound strange, but with all the political things that are happening, I think I would want to talk to George Washington and think and see what his mindset was. Why did you leave, and what did you want for this country?
You know what, Pam? That is a unique answer, and I dig it.
I know it's a strange
I
answer,
dig it. No, I dig it. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Like, you could have said something like, you know, obvious, like, I don't know.
Oh,
like,
no, I totally forgot about Brad Pitt.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could say, like, I mean, mine would probably be Hugh Jackman. Hi, Hugh, if you're watching.
Yes.
He's not.
Yeah, no.
I wish he were.
If you're watching.
I wish she were. So speaking of crazy things, since we're all over the place, what has been the craziest or most awkward thing that you've witnessed while working?
I really do have a lot. I've been bartending for many years, so I do have a lot. In nightclubs, you see a lot more than you do in a smaller.
Yeah. I doubt you see too many like off the wall things at Dunedin Smokehouse.
It's pretty much. I've seen.
It's pretty tame.
Yeah, not too many things shock me these days. You know, I'm just very few. You know. I remember working at Storman's Palace. I worked there for 10 years.
Okay.
And a high volume nightclub. And so I'm working at the busiest, one of the busiest points there, and we're about 5 deep on the bar, and anyone who knows how to bartend knows what that means.
Yes.
And I probably had a 30-person station.
For those that don't, you have 5 people backed up. Sorry.
Yeah, and I probably had like a 30-person station. You know, 30 people could fit around.
Right.
And I also had service, which I always ignored. I hated doing service. I really did.
When you're a bartender, you kind of do.
Yeah, I wasn't making any money off of service, so I was focusing on the patrons. Well, this one guy, we were in a sunken bar, so the customers were a little bit above us. So my register is here, and this customer is standing right here.
Which, how degrading is that? You're like,
really is, because he can see everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's right in your face. You can't pretend that you don't see him, because you do.
Yeah.
you're kind of making eye contact the whole time. Anyway, so he was unfortunate to step up after I had started my routine of going around the bar and getting everybody.
Yes,
So
yes,
then
because you do the rotation, and if you walk up right after you pass, well, sorry, you gotta wait.
Exactly. So I was coming back around, and he was being super obnoxious and right in my face, obviously, because he's right above my register. And I finally yelled at him. I said, "Does it look like I'm painting my toenails here?"
I can just picture this. He's probably like doing the snap and the like being super obnoxious.
Can't you see me?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yes, he was definitely being obnoxious, and I understand he was waiting, but you know, it's kind of the nature of the beast, you know.
Exactly.
So he sort of laughed about it for a second, and then all I know is he told my manager, and I'm still so busy that I don't have time to know about this, you know. So my manager comes kind of storming over, I guess, to make him happy, and he says, and he's saying this laughing. He says, "Did you tell this customer you're not painting your toenails?" So I'm like, "Yes, I did." He says, "Don't say that again." I'm like, "Okay, fair enough."
And have you told a customer that since?
I have not.
Very good. You learned your lesson.
I'm the kinder, more gentle Pam.
All right, Pam. So we have a couple more drinks to make. Okay. And again, if you're watching, stay tuned in. We have a giveaway to give away, if that makes sense. A prize to give away. We have a giveaway. I don't know. All right. Let's get it.
Okay.
All right, so we're a little off kilter here. All right. Okay. So what's the third drink you're going to be making for us?
Okay, so the third drink I'm going to make is a champagne sangria.
Okay, I'm into it.
I thought I'd make it kind of for the holidays, honestly, because you can do something like this for a holiday party, and there's ways to stretch it really easily, so it's not super expensive.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Prosecco champagne. I'm using this because it's got sweetness to it, so that's why I like it.
Yes. If my family is watching, you may see this coming weekend for the holidays. I was telling Pam that I've been looking forward to making a champagne sangria for a progressive brunch that we're having, so very excited about this. Champagne sangria.
Champagne sangria. So this is yet another muddled drink.
Okay, all right. Jeez, Pam, you just can't get away from the muddling. It's because it's your workout. You're like, all right, I got it early.
You should see how I shake drinks when I'm not using a shaker like this. But I don't use shakers like this. I just did one.
The original shake weight.
Yeah, it is. No. All right, let's ice this glass.
I know, sometimes this bucket is hard to get out of.
That's all good. I'll put this over here. Okay, so I'm going to muddle. Now I made some fruit. Okay, so in this fruit I've got, you can pick any fruit you want, anything that's in season. I happen to have oranges, strawberries, lime, and blueberries.
Okay,
and
excellent.
I believe that's it. And I actually...
strawberries too.
Yeah, and strawberries.
Nice.
And I actually let it soak in orange, not that side, orange bitters and brandy and a splash of orange juice.
Okay.
And a little bit of
like
cloves.
Overnight?
Overnight.
Okay, cloves.
Yes.
Okay, like a full clove?
Smell. Yeah. No, actually, I just did a powder cloves.
Oh, okay, good.
That's what I did because I wanted it to dissolve. So
I'm taking copious notes in my mind for when I have to make it this weekend.
So for this drink, you do want some of this juice because it's got brandy. It's got some good stuff in it. So you're going to want some of this juice when you're muddling.
Okay.
And this one, you are going to take all the fruit, and it's going to be throughout the glass.
Okay.
So I'm going to get every fruit represented here.
Nice. A nice sampling.
Yeah. A little more of that, because it's so good. I think I just want to pour that in a glass right now. So good. All right, so I'm going to muddle that. Oops. So you don't have to go crazy when you're muddling it, because you do want to have some chunks. You know, people do like to sort of eat this drink, quite honestly.
Yes, this is the one drink that you're going to want to eat.
Yes, this is the one. All right.
So this is perfect for your holiday brunch.
Yeah. Now with this one, if you're trying to stretch it, I would add ginger ale.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I mean, I have ginger beer with me now. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Okay. Ginger beer is very overpowering. So
yes,
you can
it
add
is.
just a tiny little bit. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Wait for the foam. Obviously, this is not much of a shake and drink. It's more of a, like a turn over. Incorporate the flavors.
Once again, don't shake your carbonated drinks.
Exactly. If you learn anything from this show, learn that. All right, so with this one, there's the ginger beer.
Okay.
Just a splash because it really is overpowering. I'm going to do a splash of, I don't know, what do you think? Pineapple or orange juice? Either one will be great in it. I'll let Stacy choose.
Let's. Clearly, I can't decide. I'm like, well, we would get a tropical flavoring if we did the pineapple. Let's do a little pineapple.
Okay.
That took way too long to decide. I don't know.
All right. Once again, you're not really shaking this one. It's just more incorporating it.
Okay, just a gentle.
It is a gentle. Okay. Yes, because it's going to have some carbonation, quite obviously.
Okay.
All right.
Now, if you're making this in a big punch bowl, though, you would just do a little stir, right?
Right. And this one, I don't use the top for that. Yeah.
Ah, spilling, Pam!
Spill. Oh, well. A little spill. That's what that's for. Oh, well.
You're the only guest that's ever spilled on Mix and Mingle. How dare you destroy this bar?
And I have a spoon in here somewhere. Right there. Okay. Let me get some of this fruit out.
You gotta have a nice fruit garnish with the sangria.
Yep. And I will probably just do...
Ah, that looks so pretty with the fruit on top.
Strawberry in there.
Okay.
Leave that. I made a little extra. Oops. Oops.
Schmounces.
And I will actually add a cherry and one more strawberry. And there
it's like a work of art right there.
Champagne sangria.
Beautiful. That's lovely.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
All right.
Super easy to drink.
You know what? I'm just going to take a little sip. Quality control. That's good.
Is it good?
That's good, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. It's good.
Yeah, I like that.
So, all right, the last drink you're making is your version of an old-fashioned, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm excited about this one to see what your twist on it is.
Yeah, I'll have to explain this part first, I think. All right, so our chefs at the Smokehouse make something called beer jam.
Okay.
Okay. It's actually left-hand milk stout beer. That they've
I love that.
I know, right? It's really good. They've reduced it down. They add lemon zest, vanilla, and cloves.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It turns into this syrup that you could pour on pancakes.
Can I just drink this straight?
You could. It's so. I mean, it is so good. This is like my husband's favorite recipe. I have to say. All right. So with this one, I'm gonna muddle orange and cherry.
Okay.
I can just do it in a glass, I guess. Orange.
So, does he ever pour the beer jam on his pancakes?
So this has like quite a flavor to it, so you have to be careful with it. But it has a little sweetness, but it's not overboard. So you're gonna put a little bit of that in there.
Okay.
Just a little bit. And you're gonna muddle that. And this one you can do in the glass.
Okay.
People like to see that. Okay.
I'm gonna give this a nice little.
You might just be smelling the plastic, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just smelling the plastic.
Yeah, you should put some on your finger, honestly. It's good stuff.
Well, I think I might just do that. That's good.
All right, so this is going to have the Buffalo Trace is what we're going to use for this. This is what we use at the Smokehouse as well.
Okay.
And I'm hoping this doesn't spill because this pour spout is not fitting in here. So we're going to see. We are going to see.
Oh, pretty good. No spillage.
No spillage. We're making it kind of strong. And I do add a splash of club soda. I know that's unusual, but I do. And I still get tons of compliments.
I do. You know, where I used to work, I did the same thing with the splash of club soda, and I would get people saying, "Why are you putting club soda in there?"
Right.
You know, but that's just the way I made it.
All right, just give it a nice little stir. All right, and that one's all set.
Perfect.
I have a big straw for that, though.
That's all right.
All right. And this is my old fashioned. And it's really yummy, but once again, it's due to this beer jam. Which did you put it in your pocket already?
I put it in my purse down here, so I taking that home with me.
Do you want to try it?
I do. I absolutely do. I'm so intrigued by this.
Isn't it so unique that way?
It really is, yeah.
I find that because of the slight sweetness of the beer jam, it's a drink for men and women.
Yeah.
Taste that bourbon.
Definitely, definitely.
You know? So
that's good. All right, so Pam, I am so excited because this season we've been doing a test drink, and instead of asking you to do one, I was so excited. I think you saw this week's promo.
Yes.
And I've been experimenting with making a drink for you with barbecue sauce in it.
Okay.
Because of the Dunedin Smokehouse.
Sure.
You guys have the different barbecue sauces.
Sure, I get it.
So this could be really good or really bad. I don't know.
Right.
But we're going to try it out and see. All right. So I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to use my shaker right here.
There you go.
I'm gonna put some ice in. Also, we're getting down to the end, folks. So if you would like to be entered for that drawing, go ahead and make sure you comment right this moment. Comment hello, hi, what's up, schmounces, whatever you want. I don't care. But, I mean, preferably don't say, like, Stacy, I hate you, because that would just be mean. But, you know, go ahead and comment so that we know that you're watching, and you'll be entered to be in the drawing for the special giveaway that we will be giving away. Again, I'm using that word doubly, very shortly. And I am not having the best of luck with this ice bucket. All right, that's enough ice. We don't need any more than that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, you know what? I forgot my little measure, my pour, but you know what? I'll freehand it. So I'm gonna take, again, some Buffalo Trace. It's a good bourbon, so hopefully it'll make it delicious. I'm gonna do, oh, I'm like afraid I'm gonna spill now. All right, so we're gonna do a couple schmounces of bourbon. We're gonna do a dash of orange bitters. We're gonna do a pour of OJ.
Okay.
Pam looks very worried over here. And then our starring ingredient.
This is our Memphis barbecue, by the way.
Dunedin Smokehouse Memphis barbecue sauce. I'm quite afraid as to how this is going to turn out. That's probably way too much I just poured in. All right.
Should I step away?
Give it a good shake. Get that barbecue sauce to really blend in there. You know, you may be thinking, Pam, this is unusual having barbecue sauce in a cocktail.
You read my mind.
I agree with you. But I like to have fun. So, P.A. Dum, could you do me a favor and pass me more ice if we have it? Thank you. All right. I forgot I'm going to need a little bit for my glass here. Live TV. All right. We're gonna do pour that. Looks so delightful. I'm gonna make it prettier with a cherry. It doesn't go at all. But anyway, all right, so this is the test drink, which I like to call the Urban Cowboy. Again, nice. Again, a plug with my shows. If you watched a couple episodes ago, when I had Scott from WXYZ Lounge on, we couldn't think of a drink with the letter U. And I said Urban Cowboy, even though I wasn't quite certain whether it was a real drink or not, so I decided to make my own. So to taste test this drink today, we have a special guest to come out. He is a friend of the show and the owner of Divine Brewery. Please welcome Mr. Vince McGalley.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Vince.
Hi there. Yeah, you know.
So I've made this lovely drink. I'm not at all certain how it's going to taste.
Me neither.
So I'm excited for you to give it a try.
I was excited when I saw it get made. I got a little, I've definitely had worse. I don't have to drink it to know that. Here we go.
down the hatch.
Look at the true face.
Okay, it's nowhere near as bad as I was expecting.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's actually not that bad?
It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. A lot of orange juice. I could definitely go for some more bourbon. But, yeah. It's
mostly orange juice?
Well,
it's pretty good.
It's interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to put it on our menu.
Oh, man.
No offense to you. I'm not sure I'm going to go there.
I'll say this.
They're not that bad.
It kind of is.
It's not that great, but it's not that bad.
It kind of has a deli meat aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. What's your vote, Vince?
How about if we add more
if it's thumbs up or thumbs down, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up. Just because I like the positive attitude.
This will definitely make it a thumbs up.
And we got two thumbs up. But, you know, I would have just tossed some barbecue sauce and Bloody Mary mix and called it a day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the obvious. But
yeah, more bourbon. Now we're talking.
Now they made
all right, perfect.
All right, that's good.
So, Vince, while you are here, would you mind doing us a favor and choosing this week's winner of our giveaway?
Yeah.
All right.
A hat?
There's a cup. We're a little low budget here at VPN Foundation. If you would like to donate to VPN Foundation,
I might donate a cap. So do I just?
Yep. Just
Is that how it
go
works?
ahead, reach in.
Okay.
With our high-tech robot arm that's come out.
Point in there.
It is.
There you go.
All right.
Paul, is that what this
That's
is?
me.
Oh wait, can you win? You're on the show, Pam.
Surprise. I could, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Pam Kislow. That was not. There was so much
That
paper
was
in there.
totally rigged, Pam. Pam.
Ladies, I'll leave you to it. Let's take this with me.
All right.
What is the prize?
Oh, and the prize. I'm sorry. What you've won is a Black Honky CD.
very nice. Thank you. I love those guys.
For those of you who don't know, we have another show at VPN Foundation called On Time Cooking that the keyboardist from the Black Honkies is part of, John Dixon. And he was nice enough to donate a CD. So congratulations, Pam.
I'm
You cheater.
very happy about that.
You cheater.
I know. I rigged it from the beginning.
I know.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in this week. It is that time of the show where we say a big thank you and cheers to everyone. I'm going to grab my drink to do a little cheers. All right. So a big thank you and cheers to our producer, Von Reed. Cheers to you. Cheers. I have a delicious barbecue sauce drink for you. A big thank you and cheers to the VPN Foundation for making this show possible. Go ahead and check out our website at www.vpnfoundation.org. If you would like to be a guest on a future show or have any suggestions, feedback, comments, anything at all, go ahead and email us at info@vpnfoundation.org. A big thank you and cheers to our sponsor, Code Rum. Thanks for making delicious rum for us to drink here in Florida. We love you guys. Keep to the code. Check them out, www.thecoderum.com. And a big thank you and cheers to the Dunedin Smokehouse and Pam, most especially.
Thank you very much.
Go see her. When do you work? Do you have set shifts?
I do have set shifts. I work Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
So go any day of the week,
Pretty much,
basically,
yeah.
and see Pam. And get some delicious wings. And thanks so much for tuning in once again. Oh, and a big thank you and cheers to our brave taste tester, Vince McGalley from Divine Brewery. Thank you so much. And, all right, I think I've covered everything. Oh, this holiday season, be sure you're drinking responsibly. If you're going out, please Uber, Lyft, take a cab if they're still around, I don't know. Bike, walk, call a sober friend. Drink responsibly. Thanks. All right, guys, that is it for this show. Go ahead and tune in next week. We will have a New Year's Eve special. Y'all know how I love my theme shows, and with New Year's coming up, I had to do it. I had to do a theme show. So Spunky Spirits will be back here. We love those guys, and they will be showing us how to have a good time on New Year's Eve. So be sure to tune in next Tuesday, 9 p.m. live. Cheers.
Cheers.